Foreign reserves are a vital part of the economy as it is required to protect the value of your local currency. They are used to facilitate foreign transactions and manage various economic situations. The underlying causes of the Nigerian foreign exchange crisis are numerous, with some more weighty than others. Today, we're putting the spotlight on the sheer size of the Nigerian population and its correlation with the country's foreign exchange earnings.
In the face of a growing population, the Nigerian naira struggled with a relentless downward spiral. A once young nation of 45 million citizens at independence has now swelled to an overwhelming 220 million. This very fast growth has brought with it a basket of challenges, a part of which is the mounting pressure on the nation's foreign exchange. Ideally, a growing population should be an asset in a vibrant economic structure. However, Nigeria's export earnings are mainly from crude oil. Comparing Nigeria's oil production with countries like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait presents a glaring reality. These countries have the same thing in common: they heavily rely on petrodollars, and close to 90% of their foreign exchange comes from petroleum resources. This helps them to provide dollars for importation needs and other uses. Imagine the situation as a set of scales. On one side, Nigeria, with its booming population, and on the other side, an oil production of less than 1.7 million barrels per day. A daunting reality emerges from this comparison. Saudi Arabia, with a population of 36 million, exports a staggering 7.5 million barrels daily. Kuwait, home to a mere 4 million people, sends approximately 2.5 million barrels into the global market. The scales, it seems, are heavily tipped. Nigeria's economy, heavily reliant on imports, needs a steady inflow of foreign currency to sustain itself. From basic household items to crucial resources like refined petroleum, the demands are vast and varied. But with a fragile balance of export dollars and population, the foreign exchange reserves are under constant strain. When compared to similar oil-dependent nations, Nigeria's earnings are weak and insufficient to meet the numerous needs and demands of its government, businesses, and the masses. This results in a crisis of demand and supply, leading to a rise in the price of the available dollar, and consequently, the weakening of the naira. Nigeria is currently the 7th most populous country in the world. Projections indicate that by 2050, Nigeria's population growth will rank amongst the top 4 most populated, with estimates at 377 million people. This emphasizes the urgent need for strategic planning. The foresight to accommodate and sustain this projected populace is important to avoiding a terrible economic crisis. The pressure on the need for US dollars is unlikely to relent. The societal demands for imported goods, education, and healthcare services outside its borders will continue to worsen the strain on foreign currency reserves. A significant portion of the population has made this a cultural reality. This has in turn resulted in the weakening of the naira. In summary, as the population continues to grow under this export revenue level, it would be a tale of growth amidst strain, a tale of a nation grappling under the weight of its population.
The demand for the US dollar is much higher than its supply, leading to a continuous depreciation of the naira as it competes for the limited availability of the dollar. In 1960, the exchange rate was 1 naira to over 2 US dollars, but today it takes about 1,000 naira to exchange for $1. In contrast, Kuwait has maintained a steady exchange rate of 1 Kuwaiti dinar for $3 since 1960. Both Nigeria and Kuwait heavily rely on oil exports, but their population by number and needs are hugely different despite similarities in petroleum export levels. One country has a population 54 times greater than the other, and somehow it has made a huge difference. Population means demand. In situations, those demands cannot be met in the domestic economy. It would have to be exported, thereby creating a pressure on the foreign reserve. Many other factors have contributed to the current state of the Nigerian naira. Join me in the next video as we continue to explore the Nigerian foreign exchange crisis.